So this is top bracket. It turns out to be the semi-final, but players haven't lost yet. So this is Peefech versus Mistikal. You can tell me, I was curious. So in the last match, Truski was playing against Sanvanter, and Sanvanter won, so Ukraine went through. Is there sound? There isn't, right? This is not muted. Well, that's a shame. We'll check later, maybe the sound. If there is double audio track, let me know. If I won't notice, but I most likely will notice as well when voice lines start playing. But at the moment we are watching with the Thronebreaker soundtrack then. So this is the first game of winners bracket. Well, it's final, but it's semi-final, as the winner of winners bracket also plays against the winner of lower bracket in double elimination. So yeah, players are of course interested in getting a victory here. You don't want to go to lower bracket and play a couple of extra matches. You want to win here and win the next match and be done with it. So both players banned Skellige. I think Self-Wound was their choice. That means that we are also seeing Assimilate. We are witnessing Alumni in action. What are the guys' names? Peefech is Peefech on the top, and Dmitry is Mistikal. I'm not sure why they decided to avoid the names. That's just more confusing. Not using their well, popularized names. I guess we'll keep this on without the bans. Ah, there we go.
Checkmate.
So a bit of a mess since we were trying to figure out the audio. Now it should be fine. If voice lines are a bit too loud, let me know. I can lower the volume. Ah, fuck it. We will have no score. Just remember that Dmitry is Mistikal. So yeah, Wilgefortz letting Peefech down here. But at least he can yoink the infantry. Mistikal has more of them. But he doesn't need to waste the Royal Decree now on getting the second copy. Mistikal also has Flotsam on board, which means that he will be interested in playing Adalia into another Temerian infantry here to just refresh the order and get those sweet 11 points from a bronze.
Knights get princesses and we get what?
Yeah, he's just not moving and playing with his mind or indeed his feet. Not much single time use leader can do with infantry, but engines, switchers and machines are more than welcomed. For me it's a bit too loud. If you cannot hear the voice lines and sound effects, let me know. I can lower the volume only for myself, but yeah. So just keep me informed. If something's off with the sound.
Can't see it getting any better.
Okay, so players are dropping cards pretty fast here by the looks of it. No hesitation. It's a bit surprising considering at least Mystical just woke up in the last hour or so. But maybe you wake up, your mind is still fresh. You get your cup of coffee, tea, whatever is your poison, and you are ready for competitive gwenting. So we'll have winners bracket, lowers bracket, then lowers bracket semi-final. At least 4, maybe 5 games, depending on the result of grand final. So quite the long day today. Yeah, this is funny. People just amnesty in infantries left and right. Mystical also didn't use Flotsam. But he is comfortably ahead for now. The comfort will be gone. What does BAM mean? So they call Nick Bochka. It's a local meme, so to say. Basically barrel. So it's barrel and Mitrafan tournament. Mitrafan is the guy organizing it, or at least bankrolling it for the most part. Flotsam finally used. So good. Mystical can comfortably, well, comfortably is a choice of word here, but he can travel to round 3 with Henselt and his leader charges. But if he smells blood, he can go here as well. We see that Peefech is doing great job answering the Temerian infantry on the first turn they are dropping. The caveat is that Mystical doesn't really have a reset for any of the Temerians. And yeah, that's what I mean. Mystical can go into the round 3 with Hansel, but he can also offload all the cards here. Oh, Peefech is moving! Peefech is moving! Good. We have 2 webcams. Peefech is also annoyed by the draws by the looks of it. Unlucky. He is... yeah, this is live. As in the cast is live and the matches are as fresh as they get. Players, of course, play on delay because we don't want anything to happen with the integrity of the competition. Where is the webcam? Is there? Where is the footage? But okay, so Peefech has access through a royal decree for Leticia, but you are kinda interested in your defender, Leticia, and then students in hand in round 1, because that's the combo deck. That's the oomph of the deck. Instead, he has to royal decree for defender, and he can get patience growing on the Aretusa students. Beyond that, it's a bit more problematic. To buff your alumni to their end state, so to say. This is not Warriors, so theoretically the students weren't dying as easily anyway. We see Mystical didn't try to get his location down, for example, for control. It's always live. It's maybe a rerun, but it's always live, okay? So Peefech goes for the Spellweaver, has mages and whatnot in his hand. But yeah, Mystical from this position can probably figure out that a few cards are missing from Peefech's hand. With the location drop in round 1 as well. So Arcane Tome, there is the Amphibious Assault to bring, well, you should get students going. It's probably a game without Leticia for Peefech now. Так что да, Peefech недоволен тем, что зашло в руку в первом раунде. Студенты ему, выпускники ему не нужны были. Заклинаниями тоже рано еще кидаться. So Squirrel would be alright here. Yeah, we see Mystical going for the Squirrel. AA should be gone. And also decides to deny the front row students. Peefech at least gets another student going. It is with the shield. There can be some combo between the Arcane Tome and damage from hand, but nothing too tragic by the looks of it. And we actually witness Mystical's pass. Very emotional there. So since we are watching not through the game but through the Twitch technical footage, so to say, we don't have the observer on. You can probably count, you should be able to count what are the patience values on Arituza students there. Why showing emotions? That's how you show them as well. Was he expecting another play? He probably was expecting a better round for himself, finding the cards, but worked out a-okay in the end. He still needs the patience on Barnard students to grow. Now without Defender, Card can do some nasty work here for Mystical. He has double Dream in hand as well. Pink, pink, pink. Of course, there is a shield wall. Leader ability if you need to protect, if you feel like saving your Leticia. The patience is not the virtue. Shani can bring another Barnard student from the graveyard, so Peefech should be able to, unless Mystical decides to go hard here, should be able to grow the Barnards. That's most likely another banner. No reason to go for anything else. And yeah, for now the patience is the virtue indeed for the Peefech, and he is calm. He's ready to graduate with the Alumni. But first, he can lose Leticia there. Yeah, so instead of just killing one of the students, we get a clash with Kair Troll there. That means and he will need to grow value on banners manually, step by step. You cannot cheat on the exams. If you are studying magic, you will have to show your process, not only the end result of damage of 4 or more.
I'm a medic. I tend to know what I'm doing when I prescribe something. The day is nigh when all
But as is with Witchers in the universe, Trial of the Grasses, Trial of the Students seems to be progressing alright. Somebody will survive. You need to study more. Yeah, how did yesterday go? Any success? Any progress achieved? So they studied and they are showing their power now. The students are not yet alumni, but they are up for some great things. I woke up more productive. I guess yesterday didn't go. I'm not the greatest motivator. Also, is if it's until now, then am I to blame? It feels bad. We don't see a clash here. Mystical can travel into round 3 with card roll the charge and Vim to recharge it, but at the same time, yeah, the cards Peefech is committing here are bronzes, but those are some nasty bronzes, which forces Mystical to commit Swole Blood, card roll the clash as well. So there was a shield protection, but shields are off. So 8. I was just thinking how many explosions can you do? But not enough, and that would be a full leader if you wanted to explode more and more. Instead, we see that the spell is getting kind of denied here. Not fully, as there are always more things to bounce through the spell. But first, NR goes into the offensive and steals the Knut. They will educate him by the looks of it, but at the moment he is locked up. So not playing and the last card, most likely after buffing the thing that was the target of the spell, and Peefech finds the pass button, got Swoleblood, Sigval Knut out. This is the last card roll, the recharge for Mystical as well. Oh, the Mystical's name got changed as well from Dmitry to Misty. But truth be told, the player names where they are supposed to be are still present, so... It did add a little bit of confusion, but to me, actually. You asked, but there were player names, what the hell? You also confused me. So apples go back into the deck. Peefech is playing Prince Willem here. We cannot check the deck, but... what is left even? Chapter is gone. Gerhard is in hand. Well, we'll see in a moment. Also keeps one copy of the apples of Flying Apple spell. Has one shield wall to potentially protect the Alumni. Mystical goes for Soul Blood. So that he can potentially instantly break the shield. Are we floating? We are indeed floating. Gerhard. This is not a raid buff index, so Guardian Slash is dealing the fuck? Regular amounts of damage. Okay. Gerhard survived and Peefech is back. What the hell? Webcams are adding like extra layer of clownery into Gwent. He was like, yeah, Gerhard does not survive, and then now he's like, yeah, okay, I'm back, calm. I can also roll the lock on onto the bear. Ah, there we go. Wheel of the Wisp, and bear disappears, and with this disappears the Mystical taking a pass, and it's 1-1 in this series. So Peefech was certain that Alumni never win in a game, and here we do see this to be... This Peefech is... no, wait. Mystical is taken. Scaling once again, Peefech is taken. Assimilate Nilfgaard with all the familiar faces. Bratens, Sartorius, Artorch should be there. Calvit is in hand. Self-wound combo. Can you create Peefech with Torres can find Knut, but Sigvald is missing, so Draka Turtle, Knut, viable targets. Potentially Squirrel does something as well. Nar has a lot of decks, and that's good. Some of them, like Erland, were definitely dismissed for several months, but they were so dominant for a long time that we don't really sympathize in, I hope. How many people do we have? 54. But I guess we're not running predictions. If during the open predictions were not successful. No sympathy for Temple. It's getting more and more fine, I suppose, with all the nerfs. It still limits the like the buff possibilities for some of the cards, as you can buff a card, it won't be played normally, but it will be taken from the temple, which is quite the downside.
Onward, sons of Nilfgaard!
Okay, so Taurus just buffing, banishing some unnecessary stuff. The deck is getting sorted by Calvit now. We also see Mystical is spending a leader charge playing around things like assassination. The leader charges are not really free though. And also we see Peefech was kinda disgusted by that. And now it's going to history, the screen, as his webcam froze. What did you just do with your Ursine ritual, leader? Disgusting. Disgusting! So what are you doing here as Mystical? Probably a Neuromancy gives you enough flexibility to play a little bit more. Card roll there with Viviandra. It has some potential, but after we see Maxi, this is probably Mystical just accepting that he is potentially losing on even, and just tries to make the best case for himself by defending the bleed. I'm gonna go back to writing. Well, you were the only writer in chat, or the most active one anyway, but yeah, good luck. We are rooting for you, Tumi. If you need a break, I'd recommend going outside, breathing fresh air instead of watching the stream, but that's just a general advice to anyone watching. Like, subscribe, go outside. See you next time will be the advice. So yeah, Peefech just barely staying ahead, but he still has tactics to drop. He can steal crows, for example. So Peefech takes the lead in the game, winning round 1. His deck is sorted by Calvit, so we do see Draco Turtle, Artorius, and Knut Knut, or yeah, Knut is coming. Mystical found well, Knut as well. He had Cartroll the Significance right somewhere on top as well. That's why a Neuromancy is getting used for Cartroll here with doubled Viviandra. Quite a necessary card to have on board. Okay, so what does this emissary mean? Protection for Assimilate engine, or yeah, instead we see Draco Turtle getting safe. Draco Turtle will get some extra value when Svolbard lands, as those pinks will be translating armor into points, but considering Peefech has Knut, He can just use Knut on Draka Turtle and kill Mystical's Knut, for example. There is no reason not to kill a Assimilate engine while playing against a Assimilate deck, so that's what we see. The clash happening. The Wim Wonders of course got changed, so you need to wait a turn.
Traveling is an option, you see.
Making those 4 tempo plays in the meanwhile. But with the way Peefech has been setting up the Draka Turtle control potential with Knut, I don't think he was passing anytime soon. And that's a pretty nice armor conversion there. You only can Knut once. And you also have a leader ability. To steal your opponent's Knut, and that's why Mystical is not reactivating it as of now. Am I late? Did I miss other pairs? No, this is the first pair of the day. So you are just a little bit late to the start of the match, but we were also not certain. We were supposed to be watching lower bracket first. Sanvanter versus Joski. As Sanvanter wasn't nowhere to be seen at the moment, we are watching the top winners bracket side. Doesn't really matter, it's just that there will be no break for lower bracket winner. They'll have to play loser of this match. But yeah, you are just in time, basically. You did miss Alumni deck in action. Not sure how tragic that part is for you. But yeah, we're chilling.
Travel makes one modest. Let's one see the bigger picture.
You can, yeah. There is another match ongoing. Peefech against his reactions as well.
Quite the menial task. Ye who wander on the gale, ye we summon, ye we call.
While Mystical is just a floating head with maximum concentration on the game. Peefech has been jumping out of his seat, emoting, etc, etc. So everything is getting bled out here from Mystical. There is a card roll, the order ability still available. That will be transferring into next round. Mystical only losing 1 point on bleeding here, so was considering burning through leader charges, decided not to. Mystical should be drawing Sigrifa's right. Yeah, we've seen that. Draka Turtle synergizes, so no necessity to burn through leader charges. With Wilgefort's gone, I think Peefech is out of tall punishes. And yeah, while pushing his Assimilate value, was basically left in round 2. So he doesn't have much to combine the Stefan with. The Draka Turtle goes to 8. And if you are trying to line it up with Stefan Skellen, there are some bad news for a player attempting to do that, as it will be lowering the armor, transferring that into the points, so cannot do that. Not all punish. As well. So we get only 7 point. Okay, so no bleeding, eh? While coming from the graveyard.
That's the only virtue.
Not the best pick there.
Suffering ennobles, friend. You'll be a count once I'm done with you.
We also should be seeing the all-in here from Mystical. Keeps last leader charge to not give a leader target as well. So 7 scaling does 8 damage. You cannot bring the Draco Turtle down. And you'll have to steal your 1-point emissary. So Mystical takes it. Resists the bleed. We've seen him take a loss on even. Disappear. So Radea in hand, Calvit in hand, Shoop, Henry, all those cards are missing for Mystical at the moment. Yeah, this is not the round hand, one hand, although you can go Radea, search for scroll. And yeah, Peefech is running Devotion Warriors. Nothing new there. Deck is tournament favorite with many players. So at this stage, most games we will be watching is you lose and you are out, but since this is winner's bracket side, this particular match doesn't eliminate anyone yet. One player goes to the grand final, the second goes to lower bracket. And loser of this match will be waiting on either Sanvanter or Joskichel. Depending on Sanvanter's availability, as they were supposed to be the first pair of the day, but apparently Sanvanter was not available again, as he wasn't available in time for the deck submission of Metal's Gwent Open #1. So hopefully there will be no disqualification, hopefully he'll appear and we'll have lower bracket match as well. But that's for organizers to decide. I don't really have the information. So yeah, Calvit is doing the things Calvit's supposed to do. Thus we have wait, so Mystical's playing without Henry, eh? I didn't check the deck, I wasn't aware.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crow.
So false advertising, please don't report. It's just Shoop. Nilfgaard with a double, triple toll removal. And unicorns instead. That's a pretty solid hand for Mystical. He also most likely knows the card he draws. So a couple of Nausicaas, unicorns. There is some. You can also invo and draw the card from the ponies. Only Neverhood, because Neverhood is playing with the decks he's most comfortable with, always has been doing this thing. He, for example, when he was qualifying to the Open, he was playing the Death Wish monsters when nobody was basically playing it. Чё, Peefech во втором карт-ролде в Кириовер не сыграл. Если честно, упустил моментик. So Tyr is always only sticking for one turn here. Fuku. Like, you can theoretically invo Fukusha and draw her. And we actually see Mistikal going for it immediately, funnily enough. Doesn't wait. That means that... let me just open the decks for myself so that I have the access. Since we don't have the observer, cannot do that myself. And imagine remembering the cards. Okay, so instead of Heatwave in the tier, we do get Heatwave preserved. The Radea is enough of control since Skellige never runs Purify.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Nausicaa charge, armor good against rain, so the armor is getting played into the rain. So Fukusha is on top. I'd gladly look into the graveyard, but no can do at the moment. Rune Mage is slowly dying. Rune Mage is a neutral card though, so Fukusha, as far as I remember, is not really capable of dealing with those. But yeah, Mistikal should be happy. If he plays Fuku next turn, that's also enough of rain value generated, even if you are picking up the bronze. But we don't have the technology, and Streamer is bad in terms of remembering the cards. In play, so Bloodthirst 6 achieved, so he's getting played for the Siren here, no reason not to. And some mean points are coming out here. So Peefech just doubled Mystical score in one go with leader, card roll the and solve. Like, will Mystical need Shoop Charm or Shoop Destroy to win? Is this a consideration? Is this the line to go for? Just ignore anything else. Peefech did kill no, instead we just see Shoop here. Shoop for 6 means that Destroy is an option. 23 points of survives, 10 point Arniolf survives. Mystical definitely didn't take a lesson from Sanvander, who is the god of rolling the soup.
I'll gut you like fishes.
Oh, got you like wishes. So, looking so far quite bright. There is the Nausicaa being brought back from graveyard by Mistikal, so not a bad value. Not a bad value at all. You cannot really deny Champion's Charge with all the Bloodthirst on the board.
Sit at my table and let's drink.
Yeah, looks like Peefech's game here. No, not many hidden points for Mistikal. And with Heatwave not being able to find a 25 points off, and even with that it wouldn't be enough. So the decider, everyone's favorite, we get the fifth, not Hollow Knight 2, but Gwent 5 between Mistikal and Peefech. And Nilfgaard is the struggler here. I've seen both players loot with Nilfgaard, Assimilate versus Shoop, and Slave 6 on both sides. Right? Like, Mistikal probably is not running Shoop with Enslave 5. I didn't count the cards, basically, is what I'm leading to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is Enslave 5. My bad. My bad. Streaming without observer is weird. So both players found Calvit, even if less tactics are available to Mistikal. But yeah, I forgot that he cannot run doubles. Peefech is getting some free extra thinning here. Doesn't matter much with the Calvit though. Would have been probably better if he'd played Calvit before. We have Wilgefortz, but if you know that Wilgefortz is not put in the top gold anymore. So a little bit less clownery in Nilfgaard. Mirrors. We also see Mistikal playing Rune Mage here, allowing it to be spied on. So maybe that's why Peefech is reacting with what the hell, but yeah, we also see that Peefech doesn't have the Mage Torturer. Conan, Connor, how live are we talking about your presence in chat? Ah, okay, so the whale was there to protect the Rune Mage. I'm definitely not a recording, but you are...
Gentlemen, mount up!
Why is it so loud? What the fuck? Sorry, Eve. Was it loud for you? Yeah. You are literally a recording on my screen at the moment. Are the voice lines off? As in the volume is too loud, or is it just me? I don't know. That one voice, yeah, but that's the voice line. The in-game voice lines are whatever they are on the same level, but those are subscribers' voice lines, and for some reason they are louder than usual. It played kind of short and loud. Yeah, for some reason I think it's louder than ever, and I have no idea why, so sorry. But there are not that many subscribers, so with voice lines, so it will be anecdotal at best.
+1.
Thanks for the sub, Lemon. Thank you for the prime. Yeah, the notification sounds a bit off for some reason. Sorry about that. And Lemon also doesn't have a voice line attached to himself. If you want something, let me know, Lemon. We'll add that. Basically, the sub quotes I extended to anyone subbed, so when you talk in chat first time, every stream, it will play your chosen voice line. That's what it was for Connor. So Mystical won round 1. Both players played Calvit, so golds are not being missed too much. Mystical, of course, didn't draw the second horse, as we see. Might be related to a fact that we'll witness a pass. Troll him and give TTS for his Twitch link. Only if you voice it over. Okay, so this gives coup on into the graveyard for Squirrel. Peefech wanted to stop the engine immediately if Mystical for some reason decided to push, but yeah, we see the pass. We see that Peefech is not planning to try and swarm Mystical side of the board. Okay, I'll send you the file on Discord. No, upload it onto the trusted platform. We cannot trust Discord with files. What the hell? And MVP, your voice line already played as we tested it earlier, so thank you for the subs, everyone. You can trust Pio though, yeah. The trustworthiest member of the community. So Unicorn, Chironax, and Mystical gets Assassination on the last mulligan, but we were already diving quite deep into the deck on both sides. Golds are present. And cue the Nilfgaardian clownery. Master of Puppets comes in. It's getting buffed by 2. Last round or last game we've seen, I think Mystical's units are basically going to 9, not really going over that. Peefech cannot really buff stuff too much. So yeah, I'm not sure how big of MOP value we are seeing here. Also, the board is open to shoot 13 damage, killing Assimilate engine. Not sure how scared of MOP is Mystical though, so no reason maybe. It is a clean kill, you're wasting a couple of damage ticks. And your opponent cannot really properly replay your shoop. Oh yeah, instead just decides to to answer the tallest Assimilate engine unless something is getting buffed like Bratans. But Peefech cannot give a good invocation target before the ponies are getting played, because the issue with ponies is that they are drawing a card, so invocation might be quite spicy here. Taurus of course is doomed, so you cannot steal that. Torture do be scary. It's a common mistake as well. Quite often while playing against Assimilate, people are looking at Torture being a bronze and then they're seeing Artorius or Bratans on the board and something kicks in, as in I need to kill a gold over the bronze while they are on board already. Doesn't matter, kill the tallest unit. Идеальный 13. Но он мог там на 11 тоже убить движок, чтобы жару не отдавать, но это была лучшая жара, по идее. Мог здесь закатить, но 4 дамага с шупа. Если Арториус только один раз бафается, хотя там, наверное... Ну, возможно, что если взять, например, магичку, то он только один раз прокнется. Ну и шупом можно залочить движок тоже. И как бы Родея намного лучше не сыграет. Так что шуп появлялся пару раз. Ну вот шуп. 4 дамага. Можно пони, конечно, накидать. Ну, то есть там просто 3 дамага чисто убивали. Родея с Арториусом не справляется. Хотя Лок тоже, в принципе, закрывает движок, так что разницы не было, но... У Мистикала есть план на шупа, и он его выдерживает. Okay, so we see the pony combo killing the Artorius. We are seeing that Mystical's not holding to invocation till the end of the game to draw and play some of the Peefech's golds.
Quite the menial task.
Brings a soldier to the back row. That will be... That could be also armored with Nausicaa's battle prep. At the moment, there is Master of Puppets on the board. So, if you are buffing tanks to 7, 8, 9, you you need to be alert. What Mystical can do is, of course, leader charge MOP, switch it with 11, and then deal with it next turn, as Peefech cannot reactivate it immediately. But for now, we see that he just leaves the cavalry growing the armor on the back row and just invos the bronze. Peefech doesn't have coup. Mystical squirrel that away, so the status on the board is not that problematic. So Shoop, a lock on False City. Is playing for quite a few points. As of now, she will be switching sides. The question is, can Peefech buff it up by any means? And I think if Mistikal was counting the deck, he has no reason to lock her now. And we see that he allows it to grow. So bearing the Buchort kept in hand. I'm not sure if Peefech played 201. I didn't pick that up, but yeah. It's probably not switching sides. There are no bronzes available to buff her as well. So, Nausicaa, period! A couple of times. We have Shoop and then we have something from Peefech's graveyard. It should be quite a few points for Mistikal, but he is up against Assimilate. And at least one Assimilate or maybe two Assimilate engines will be on the board, buffing for each of Stefan Skellens. Tactics. Hello, PO. Okay, so the interesting point about the Imperial Marine is that it doesn't care about the side it's on. Close series, yeah, Peefech managed to... He was most afraid of not winning with Alumni NR, but managed to do that, and into the game number 5 we go. So yeah, you see the Imperial Marine switch sides, but it continues to work. It doesn't give a flying fuck about allegiances. It just... wait. With no coup being available, was there any reason not to take Bratans instead? Причины какие-то были не взять Братанса, если удалили купу, и Артот не получает юнита, ведь если его просто своровали, он должен быть сворован тобой. So this is Shoop preventing False City from doing what Imperial Marine has done, so Mistikal gets full value from that False City. Ah, okay, yeah, thank you, Nicholas, I forgot. We talked about that at the beginning of match. We talked about that and I forgot. Okay, so Peefech, being the entertainer he is, disappears. Did not expect to win, but he goes into the grand final. Mystical goes to the lower bracket.